So what'd you hear?
Somebody outside my house.
Illinois State Police released body cam footage showing the final moments of Sonia Massey's life, the Springfield area woman who was fatally shot by one of the responding deputies to a 911 call she made. Massey called 911 because she thought an intruder was in her home, according to the lawyer representing her family.
We checked your yard, we walked around the whole block, we didn't see anybody.
Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy responded to the call around 12:50 a.m., authorities said. The deputies searched the property and found no intruder. The deputies then asked Massey to check on a pot of boiling water on the stove.
We don't need a fire while we're here.
Right.
Huh?
Where you going?
Wait for your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
Rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I swear to God, I'll drink your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! I'm gonna go get my kid. No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it. God. Dude, I'm not taking boiling water to the head. And look, it came right to our feet, too.
Grayson has been indicted on 3 counts of first-degree murder and a count each of aggravated battery with a firearm and official misconduct. The Sheriff's Department has fired Grayson. At his arraignment, Grayson entered a not guilty plea and was denied pretrial release, according to court records. CNN reached out Saturday to Grayson's attorney, who declined to comment.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. We're back with another one. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahak Wadash, to the elder apostles and elder bishop of Great Millstone, and the men on down who I learn from daily. I want to give double honor. Shalom to the 144,000, 1/3 of the hopeful elect. Shalom. I'm going to call this video Never Ending Hatred. As everybody know, since it's been all over the news, social media, any news apps you got about this police officer killing this so-called black woman by shooting her in the face after she said she rebuked him in the name of JC. And that spirit jumped on Esau so quick, man, before she knew it, he done pulled the gun out on him and blew her brains out. But ultimately, Jake need to understand, we never got out of captivity. We never got out of these people's hands. That's why they've been able to do this stuff to us these so many years, past hundreds of years of hanging us, shooting us, killing us, gutting us, everything they wanted to do to us. They've been able to do because we never got out of captivity. They just changed the ownership from private to government to federal. And that's all this is, just to show that we never got out of captivity. That we're still here, and they still our oppressors. And we're going to get into our first scripture here. Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh Ba'ashem and Yahweh Shai, our power. And we're still here, paying payments, being a reproach and a curse. And this is a curse to be shot down in the face from just saying, I rebuke you. I mean, this man ain't had no reason to shoot her just because she said, I rebuke you in the name of JC. But as you seen, he took his gun out, popped her in the face like he told her we were going to do. Why? Because we're still in our captivity. These people still rule over us. we're still subject to them. So even though this made the mainstream news, it's always been something that's been going on. This ain't the first time something like this to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if he even got off on this. He probably won't, because it became something more like what happened to George Floyd. But it's not like it's the first time it ever happened. This ain't the first incident. Esau going crazy, rogue as a police officer, and shooting an innocent so-called black person just because they can. When you're a prisoner of wars, when you're still in captivity, these kind of things can happen to you because your captors rule over you. Isaiah 45:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. I have given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And they don't show us no mercy. And as you seen in the video, he showed her none. He could have easily shot her in the arm or the leg or in the stomach or somewhere else. But he told her, I'll shoot you in your effing face. And that's exactly what he did. He didn't care. Yahweh Shai gave us over to these people because he was mad with us because we kept sinning, as she did in the video, calling on a false god name, wanting living by the scriptural hierarchy of having a man in the house. She had a man in the house, she wouldn't have to call the police in the first place. But since she here in Babylon and they tell them they don't need a man, hey, she fighting the divine order, calling on false God, among other things. So her judgment was set by Yahweh Shai. That's why she got killed. And that spirit created for vengeance made sure he done the job right. It told him what he was going to do, and he did it. That's why the Lord say they haven't shown us no mercy. And you seen that. You would think he'd have a little bit more mercy for a woman, but it ain't matter to him. Blew her brains out. Then try to cover it up and say she came at them with a pot of hot water. And I've seen breakdowns of the video online, especially on TikTok, where they say it wasn't even no water in the damn pot. So that show you. Only reason he can come up with a lie like that because we're still in captivity. They're still our captives, and they feel like they can do anything they want to do unto us because we're beneath them. And right now here in Babylon, we are, even though we're supposed to be over there. That's why the Lord said he polluted inheritance. He gave us into their hand. He let them put their mindset upon our people, destroy us mentally, and now we're polluted. Look at our women. They want to be strong women, don't need a man. I can do it all by myself. Then call on the police to fix all their problems instead of calling on a man. Then when they get there, they don't show them no mercy. Told her I'll shoot you in the face and done it. That's the wickedness of Esau Edom, but also the sickening mindset that they have. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Yeah, our iniquity had an end. Once slavery was over with, they shouldn't have laid their hand on us no more. But it seemed like once slavery was over with, they couldn't keep their hand off us. The hanging got more intense, the shootings, the rapings, things like this, and they never slowed down. Even after the Civil War, when they supposedly freed the slaves and all that, it never got no better. And here we is now, 2024, and it's still the same crap going on. Why? Because they have had a perpetual hatred for us. Just like Esau hated Jacob, they hate us. With us being the descendant of Jacob, the children of Israel, and them being the descendant of Esau, Edom, that perpetual hatred never went away. And they been shedding our blood with the sword from the time they took us from the west coast of Africa and the other places we was inhabiting to here to now. They constantly use the sword to kill us in all type of ways. And as we seen in this video, he made sure he shed our blood by the force of that sword. Put 3 rounds in him at that. Oh, then try to lie, oh man, she coming at me with a pot of hot water. I had to defend myself. I had to kill her. I mean, she could have threw the water. I just could have easily stepped to the side. But I had to kill her. I was right for that. This is what happened, man. You been in the hands of your captors. They got a perpetual hatred for you. And things like this become normal. Like I said, this is not the first time something like this to happen. It won't be the last. Not until Babylon is destroyed and Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, come get us from this place. Lord, when I'm of the elect, when I mean us. Because, man, I don't think we can last any longer. That perpetual hatred of the Lord and the raise their spirit back up in Esau, and they showing their fangs now. This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in the chariots because they are many, and in the horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And the Lord said destruction to them that depend on Egypt for help. And we know America, aka Babylon the Great, is a spiritual Egypt. Instead of her, like I said, having a man depending on a man to protect her, she want to depend on Egypt because that's the mindset they got our women in, that, hey, no matter what happened, you call upon the police and we'll fix your problem. But you can't have a man in the house. We'll fix your problem. And he fixed her problem. Because I'm pretty sure she done heard about the Hebrew Israelite. She done heard about the truth. And came across it once or twice. Don't want to hear it. So she rather depend on Egypt, aka Esau Edom, to save her than to call on the true name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for her protection. She calling on the horsemen because they're very strong, but look what happened. The horsemen end up killing her. You trusting in the police, you trusting in Esau Edom's system to protect you from people you thought were there, and the real bad guy was the one who came to serve you up for death. See how that goes? See how that is? When Eve don't want to be right and get in line, want to call on that Jeebus spirit demon, and want to depend on Esau Edom and not on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you get taken out, especially here in these last days. Because everybody done heard one way or another about the Hebrew Israelite. They done heard the truth, and the Lord ain't taking it no more. He's in a situation where now he's just going to be knocking Israelites off left and right. Whether you in the truth or you not. This is Deuteronomy 6:15. For the Lord thy God is a jealous God among you, lest the anger of the Lord thy God be kindled against thee and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Yeah, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is a jealous power. So for her to call on that Jeebus cross-dresser and ask him for help, and not Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know that pissed off the Most High. First of all, you done depended on Esau Edom for help, knowing that he's your enemy and you're still in the captivity under him. Then when you riled up that wicked spirit in Esau, and he was ready to take you up out of here, you don't say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai rebuke you. You call on that Jeebus crossdresser, and look where it got you. 6 feet under, because you didn't know or didn't want to listen to the truth to understand that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is a jealous power, and he tired of his people calling on other gods when they're in their time of trouble. Gods that have eyes that can't see, lips that can't speak, ears that can't hear, and hand that can't save. Jeebus can't save you. He didn't. Because he's not real. The only true living God is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And because you kindle his anger by calling on Egypt, then calling on the false God to save you, he destroyed you off the face of the earth. Now they got to bury you. And this situation is going to continue to happen for a lot of Israelites who in the truth and who's not in the truth. Who those who keep calling on the name of Jeebus crossdresser, thinking he's going to save them, calling on his name like that's the true name of the Lord and they should know better. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to kill you like he just did this woman. Because we're close to the end of this place. And the Lord that had it up to here with a lot of y'all, especially with that Jeebus cross. He's going to be destroying a lot more of you Israelites. That's you so-called black, Latinos, and Native American. Keep calling on that name Jeebus crossdresser and see where it end you up at. And that pine box just like it ended her. This is Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt have no other God before me. And why you shouldn't have no other God before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Because he's a jealous power. A jealous power that will destroy you off the face of the earth. So her calling on Jeebus, she was putting another God before him. Thus roused up his jealousy, thus his anger, then ultimately her death. Because if she was really into the truth and trying to be come back to her heritage and be a true Israelite and live by the laws to the best of her ability that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has set for us, she called on his name. Guess what? He would have settled down that spirit. And she called his name and she was one of the elect. More than likely, the Most High would have settled down that Edomite spirit. Probably would have had him just laugh it off. Ma'am, you joke so hard. Or some crazy stuff like that. But no, she want to call on that Jeebus cross. I rebuke in the name of Jeebus crossdresser. As soon as he heard it that second time, he went, what? And they call it straight into demon time. Why? Because she calling on name of other gods that the Lord said you shouldn't have before him. And why would you want any other power but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? Why would you want to call on any other God? And you know they're not real because he tell you. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. No other God out there is real but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So you calling on that name, they ain't gonna try to say sorry, think they're gonna quell his anger. No. Once that spirit was on him, that spirit of vengeance, hey, he took you up out of here. And rightfully so. Like I said, the truth been out there for a while, so there's no way she didn't learn about it. No way she ain't come across a couple brothers who try to tell her or any other thing. But Eve, who got the most rebellious spirit, don't want to listen. So you don't want to listen, guess what? You got to get deaf. This is what happened when you calling upon false God, false name. Like I said, for a lot of you other Israelites, 2/3 and those who supposed to be in the truth who calling that name Jeebus Cross, the Lord gonna come through with a lot more death for a lot of y'all calling upon that name when y'all know the true name. This is Ezekiel 9:4-6. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city and through the midst of Jerusalem, which is a people before is a place, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and cry for all their abomination that be done in the midst thereof. And those men are the true prophets of Yahweh by Hashem and Yahushai, the elect men who are out there preaching and teaching every day, breaking down the scriptures truthfully, righteously dividing it, and telling the people what's going on, and through the Bible letting them know who they truly are. That's the elect of Yahweh by Hashem and Yahushai. That's why he said, set a mark upon their forehead. And that mark is not the physical mark like the charagma that's in Revelation, but this is a spiritual mark that goes in the word Tawah. Verse 5. And to those others, so the ones who don't have that spiritual mark, the 2/3, he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. So the Lord telling that angel, look, you go after him. After he marked all the people that don't need to be killed, you kill everybody else. And he told him, don't let your eyes spare, neither have pity. Don't say, well, Lord, they is your people. No, take them out of here. Slay utterly, old and young, both maid and little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, that Tawah, and began at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So the Lord told them deaf angels, look, kill old and young, both maid and little children. That's the maids going to the virgin women and the regular women. He said, hey, destroy them all. If they ain't got my mark, get them out of here. And as we seen, when she went to calling on that false idol, Jeebus cross-dresser, then she called on Egypt for help, then called on that cross-dressing film boy, Jeebus cross-dresser. Hey, the Lord is like, okay, get out of here. She don't want to listen. She ain't got to. When she brought back into the kingdom, guess what? She'll be righteous. But until then, she got taken out. For her rebellious spirit, that abomination calling on another God that ain't real, then for depending on her captor, the people who capture her. You still in captivity. These people show you this kind of stuff every day. This ain't no new thing here that we don't know these people don't like us. This is an everyday situation. Their looks tell you they hate you. Their actions tell you they hate you. The way they talk to you most of the time tell you they hate you. Golly. How much more do the Israelites gotta understand these people hate you? And like the scripture says, a perpetual hatred from one generation to the next. I don't care how many of them you lay down with. They still hate you. There's a part of them that hate you. And we seen this in that video. Cause the moment he felt like he was disrespected, he told her he was gonna shoot her in the face. He did. Come on now, you can't get no more than no better than that when you could tell somebody hate you, like, God dang. Like they said, he been to 6 precincts in 4 years. He had a disciplinary problem and all this. How does he keep getting hired in all these jobs and he got these problems? Because of Job 9:24. The world was given into the hand of the wicked. This is their kingdom. So guess what? If he want to continue to do wicked in another precinct, they'll keep hiring him until this one. They making a show of him for some reason. Like I said, this more like that George Floyd situation, even though they had worse things than this that went on. Just something to take the people's mind off the races and what's going on, the voting situation and what's going on. Because I had went back and actually looked, and I think that same day that they made this a big thing, Benjamin Netanyahu had made his way over here. So they could have been using this to cover up the fact that he had came over here. But hey, who knows? It's Esau Edom. They got they do they look slick stuff. We'll find out soon whatever they were for. But this right here was the Lord calling judgment upon her, using them death angels. He told them, let their eyes not spare, neither have pity. So you thought you was a single mother living by yourself, and that them angels are going to have pity on you when you're not calling on the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, when you done all the other sin you got on you, depending on Egypt for help, then calling on the false names. No, it's not going to help. The Lord told them not to even care, but to destroy you utterly, and that's what happened. Amos 1:11. This is for Edom. Thus said the Lord, for three transgression of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So the Lord said, hey, for your transgression, he ain't going to turn away his punishment, Edom. Don't think just because you can get away with all the stuff you had done to us. Because he had pursued his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Like I said, even after our time for the been up, as the scripture said, after slavery, they came after us even harder with the sword. Whether it was gun or knife, whatever they can get to kill us with. They came after us even worse than it was in slavery. So the Lord said, for all the stuff y'all doing, even including the video we just watched, he's not going to turn away his punishment for you. Y'all going to have to receive the Lord's punishment, his vengeance, his judgment, because all the things you've done to the apple of his eye, the children of Israel. It's coming for you. You pursued the children of Israel with the sword. You cast off all pity, like you just seen them. This woman started begging for her life. It didn't care to him. Put 3 in them. Quick. And that anger did tear perpetually. That's hatred, man. That's an anger. That's an ancient hatred that you have for the so-called blacks, who are really the Judite. You have a picture of anger for us, hatred. You can't get rid of it. It makes you mad when you see us. It makes your blood show through your skin when you see us holding up them signs telling you who you truly are. That's how you know the anger never really goes away. So the Lord said he ain't going to turn away the punishment thereof because of what you did. This is Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, said Yahweh power. And you're going to know when it's your time to go into captivity, when you're going to get beaten, when you're going to get stomped out, killed, But we're going to have the power to bring you back. We're going to have spiritual power. We're going to bring you back. When you go through that harsh, rigorous slavery that's going to be even worse than what we went through, then you're going to know. That's why the Lord said for 3 transgressions, even 4, he will not turn away the punishment. This is going to be your punishment. All the things you've done to us, we're going to put back on you. Plus 10. Except all that buck breaking and all other kind of weird stuff that y'all done during those times. Like, we ain't going to be messing with your wives or nothing like that. But all the beatings, hangings, and stuff like that, oh yeah. Y'all got to get y'all turn. Because it's only fair. The Lord is a balanced power. So it's only fair that we do unto you what you did to us. That's why the Lord said He's going to use us to execute his vengeance and his fury. So how ironic and beautiful is that? Everything you done to us. See how you shot her in the face 3 times? Guess what? Somebody going to shoot you in the face 5 times in the kingdom. Then bring you back to life and probably shoot you 5 more times. Well, you ain't going to get away that easy. You gotta take the Lord's vengeance. And we ain't going to have no pity on you because the Lord's vengeance is going to be upon us. His spirit is going to be us to do to you the things that you did to us. So remember all the evil stuff that you are doing to us now, Edom. A.K.A. the white man. Hold it dear to your heart. Because when your time comes, and it's coming, don't say, you don't know why we doing you like this. Just look at you. Shot that woman down cold-blooded. Then try to lie about what happened in the situation. Then they want to offer no help. Just remember, your time coming. Thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're going to end it off here. This is Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all that devoured thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. What did I say we was at in the first verse? Was Baruch 3 and 8. We are yet this day in our captivity. So guess what? Esau, Edom, the Lord said you're going to go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So everything you did to us, all the things the laws you made, the killings, the poison you put into our food, the experiment on us, all those things, man. The Lord said we're going to be able to pay you back for those. And not just you, Esau, Edom, but the rest of the nation. Ultimately, according to Obadiah, you're ultimately going to be destroyed, Esau, Edom, for all the wickedness that you have done. Not just to the children of Israel, but to the whole world. These things, like this slave patroller killing this so-called black woman, these are just things that the Lord is going to use against you when judgment comes. These are just evidence. This evidence 1,333,201. They just made a number on count because y'all done way more than that. But it's just a little joke. But that's how the evidence is going to be laid out. The Lord is going to pay you back for everything you have done through us. Y'all will go into captivity. Y'all are going to be a spoil. And y'all are going to be preyed upon. And you're going to be devoured. You and the rest of the nation, but especially you, Edom. Because even when our time was up in captivity, even when the Lord said, okay, they punishment up, let them go, y'all didn't. Y'all hands stayed there on us. Y'all kept beating. Y'all kept killing. Y'all kept raping. Y'all kept making laws against us. Y'all kept holding us down. Y'all kept experimenting on us. Y'all kept doing all these wicked and evil things to the children of Israel because, as the scriptures say, because judgment is not executed swiftly, it is harder than men's to lock it. Let me get that. I'm about to butcher that scripture. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not death. That means they go into the Hebrew word "la," meaning mind of the Son of Men is fully set in them to do evil. And because the Lord, having judged y'all, is setting y'all mind to do evil against us. But hey, that judgment is coming, and it's coming soon. Lord willing, I'm part of that number to see that judgment that get executed upon Babylon the Great. And before I go, I want to get this. I think it was the NLV, if I'm not mistaken. What that is. This Jeremiah 30 and 16 in the NLV. But all who destroy you will be destroyed. Every one of those who hate you, so remember that, Esau, thus said the Lord, you destroyed us, you hate us, you robbed us, and you hurt us. And the Lord said we get to pay you back for every bit of that. And I can't wait till the kingdom come to be able to do it. I hope this lesson has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Shalom to the 144,000, 1/3 of the hopeful elect. Abba Babal, Guam Yasharella. Shalom.